This is a competition which gives schools access to the small business sector to begin to see how businesses work, the problems that they have, the successes that they have, and to give them a chance to make suggestions on how to improve a business, the competition asks them to put a business on the map.
We were asked by the Federation of Small Businesses to examine our local area and compare the number of small businesses that are independently run with big national chains. So we took a team of 16 Year 10 business study students into Attleborough, our local town, and let them loose for a couple of hours to walk around and record all the businesses, what they sold, and try to assess whether they were small sole traders or medium-sized companies or big nationals. And eventually they persuaded the owner of Nuts and Bolts, who are a local ironmongers, to work with them. And they had a look around his store, and then the owner, Mr. Rieger, came up to the college on a couple of occasions and talked to them in the classroom about how he runs his business and the problems he has and how he manages to compete with the likes of Focus and B&Q.
Well, for a start we thought of the advertising as TV sort of advertisements. Then we came up with the idea of the word of mouth as advertisement, because it doesn't cost anything to run, and it normally works best because some people even over-exaggerate, which makes the business sound even better than it actually is.
Now, we've allowed the schools a certain amount of flexibility because it depends very much on the kind of students that are taking part, what their motivations are, what their interests are. But ultimately the aim is to give them some kind of preparation, some kind of understanding of the work world that they're going to be entering into.
What we're doing is Saxon Alternative Therapy Centre. It's a therapy centre that sells like beauty products, like creams and anything, and does like massages, therapy, and just general like natural products.
Santa's one of the oldest amusements, and we thought it'd be really good if we could get a lot of support for it. We thought, especially with Pontins closing down in FSB, that was going to take away a lot of kind of the people who were coming, the holiday makers. So it needed a lot of kind of support. So that we thought we concentrated a lot on presentation, but not only on that, on getting across our point as well. We thought to get across our point, to make it eye-catching, we needed to concentrate on presentation as well.
We need to get rid of some of this work as well. Yeah.
Just put it on the board, yeah?
I think it's a wonderful opportunity, and I wish I'd had it when I was at school, when nothing like this existed really. You were sort of thrown out into the real world and fending for yourself, and I think the beauty of something like this is it's getting the young people to think about setting up a business, the pitfalls, the pros, the cons. I think when you're younger you tend to very much have enthusiasm and maybe sometimes go in at things without actually thinking it through, and especially nowadays because it's getting tougher and tougher out there. Jobs aren't for life anymore, and I think that the way forward for a lot of people is going to be actually setting up their own business, and you need quite a lot of background and information to be able to make that work.
Tell me a bit about the project. What was your objective? What were you trying to get out of the project? What were you trying to find out?
Well, basically we saw that the pub was just a place for like sort of adults to go and somewhere to eat, and we wanted to like make it so it's a wider variety of people that can go there.
Did you think about who you were talking to? How did you go about sitting down thinking, who do we talk to?
There's a large DIY shop, and if customers can be bothered, they'll go to there. But if he manages to keep customer service good, they'll just stay and go to him because it's much more convenient as long as they think he can do something good.
Well, so far I've discovered that they've put a lot of work into it. It's been very interesting. They've been very creative, and it seems like they've gone to town on actually presenting what they've found and what they've come up with very well.
So what is your what's your project then? What have you done?
Well, we chose a local business,
right,
and we chose our local pub.
Is there any other companies or organisations in the area that promote the same ideas as you?
We've had 2 judges round so far, and I think it's going really well. They
They seem to be really nice and helpful, and they just want to know about the business. It doesn't feel like they're judging you at the moment. They just want to know about what you're doing and what your business is and how like everything's going within it.
There are two sections to this judging process. There's the one that's actually very much been friendly and easy. That's when the judges go around and talk and mingle. But then you come to the crunch period, the 5-minute judging time, where they get up on stage and they do their final presentation.
So look towards me. Yeah, look above my head and look that way. Okay, go on then.
They will have done the first bit, but the second bit is where the nerves bite in.
What if I trip off the step? You're not going to?
It's actually when you begin to see actually how well they thought the process through to final stage completion.
Let's swap round again.
Well, I don't know if they're nervous, I certainly am. But they're a friendly crowd, and I think there's a mixture you can see of enjoying the process, but realising as soon as they came in, they thought to some of them it wasn't what they were expecting, and they suddenly realised it had stepped up a gear and they were going to have to meet the challenge. And they're adapting really well. I'm really proud of them, just walking around and watching them. I think it's going to be okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've come to that part of the ceremony which is so vitally important to these poor nervous people out here. It gives me great honour to ask the first school to come forward. Notre Dame, please.
Hello, we are the team from Notre Dame, and this is our Federation of Small Businesses presentation on Jack White music. Okay, well first it's a little bit of background about the business. Jack White is a local music shop in Norwich with a 40 years experience. It specialises in keyboards and guitars and offers lessons and repair.
Cash Converters, which is the Cash Converters version of the music store. Cash Converters is more about the price than anything. That's why it's one of the competitors. People may just go to there to buy an instrument because of the price and not about.
We're presenting a poster campaign on our local pub, the King's Arms. This is all about keeping locals local.
A small business is very important to the local community. It gives jobs.
Wyndham, can we welcome Wyndham to the floor, please? Thank you.
We gathered information about these streets and about all the businesses that are operating in the area.
Our money box had a range of good qualities. First of all, it was cheap, easy to use, and it was easy to assemble for the public. It was flat pack, so it could be sent through the letterboxes of people's doors.
Ice cream, buckets and spades, sandcastles, sticks of rock and sand between your toes. All things associated with the traditional British seaside holiday. But where would this typical holiday be without amusement arcades?
There's a lot of competition in the village as there are 3 pubs. However, all different pubs offer a different thing. The Sorrel Horse, which is one of the pubs, is more of an inn, so offers a different type of facility.
The nature of the business is alternative therapy and natural products, and offers both retail and service.
This is a picture of Christine, the owner, and us two, and Philippa, who can't make it tonight. The slogan we have come up with.
Perfect timing, excellent, well done, thank you. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that now concludes the presentations of the schools, and the judges will now retire to their little hideout at the back, please. And you've got 15 minutes.
Right, well, right now we reached the climax of the day. Judges are in the background, deliberating. We understand there isn't actually blood on the carpet, but they are actually quite passionate about their points of view. So Peter is helping them to actually reach a final conclusion about who the winner's going to be. So we're quite interested to find out what's going to happen in the end. But I think they'll be coming out fairly soon, and I think the schools are more than ready now to kind of find out who's won and what we're doing. So we're keeping our fingers crossed it's going to happen fairly soon. In no particular order, all winners
We'll start with St John Lemon School to come up and collect their prizes. If you'd like to come up, please. Congratulations on behalf of the Federation of Small Businesses. Claydon. And next on my list is St Benedict's Fees. Congratulations. So there you are, that's yours for the school and that's your certificate. Great Yarmouth Fees. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please welcome in third place, Wyndham. And in second place, would you please welcome to the stage with your enthusiastic applause, Notre Dame. Anybody left? Ladies and gentlemen, would you please welcome the winners, Flegg High School, please.
Oh my gosh, absolutely ecstatic. I'm so happy. Thanks everyone for such an amazing opportunity.
Yeah, our teamwork helped and we were enthusiastic and that's what made us win, I think.
Well, that's it. The day's over. Exhausting. Absolutely shattering. Lots to learn. First time we've done it, so we've probably learned as much as the students did, which is the important thing. I think that we can now go forward and do it better next time. And we will learn a lot. We will be talking to the staff and getting ideas from them, talking to the BT team and getting ideas from them of the positives and the negatives. And then we should just be able to move the project forward next year. And I think once we've got over the shell shock of the day, we'll be ready to start again.
Thank you very much and bye!